This is how to find the hidden job market. By the end of this video, you're gonna know how to find the hidden job market, where to start when it comes to accessing the hidden job market, and why you shouldn't network. D actually landed his dream jobs through the hidden job market. The best part, he didn't have to submit one online application because the job he got, well, it wasn't actually posted. What did he do to make that happen? Make sure you stay to the end. This is Career Interrupted. I'm Shauna, and I want to help you get the job of your dreams, no matter your race or where you're from. This is the career channel for professionals who value diversity and inclusion. If that sounds like your thing, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell to get notified when I release a new video. The hidden job market describes jobs that aren't actually posted or published in any sort of way. The jobs are hidden, and you need sort of a key to unlock them. The only way to unlock these mysterious hidden jobs is through a person, like a recruiter or a contact, or by having someone reach out to you directly with a job opportunity. It's all very mysterious, isn't it? The hidden job market is fairly nuanced and can require a fair amount of creativity from job seekers. It means intentionally building relationships so that you can access those opportunities you wouldn't otherwise hear about. I made a full video explaining what the hidden job market actually is. So if you want to learn more about that, make sure to click the link in the description. Okay, now I'm going to walk you through those 3 things I promised. Okay, this is how to find the hidden job market. There is really only one way to get access to the hidden job market, and that is through relationships and networking. You only access the hidden job market through people. Full disclosure, I am anti-networking. I am pro-relationship building. So I will refer to what we traditionally call networking, as relationship building. Networking feels gross, icky, and uncomfortable, and you are probably picturing some disgusting networking event where you're in a suit trying to hand out business cards. Ew. Relationship building feels a little bit more meaningful. It's got a bit of depth to it, a little bit of reciprocity. It shouldn't have that ick factor of me coming to you to look for some sort of favor. In order to access the hidden job market, you should focus on building relationships. This can help you to gain information and inside information really on opportunities that aren't posted. By being connected to the people who might actually be posting the jobs, you're going to be in a pretty good position to learn about what's going on in your field of work or the community around you. Sometimes these jobs don't even make it to a job board. Sometimes these jobs are filled because someone knows someone knows someone, and they refer them to the hiring manager of that opportunity. How to not network. This is all about creating quality connections that are not transactional, like the way we traditionally see networking. This is not about getting a certain amount of followers on LinkedIn or sending out a certain amount of connection requests. This is about building mutually beneficial relationships that will serve you and the other person over the short and long run. Your strategy or your plan can be as detailed or as basic as you want it to be. So where do I start? Well, first of all, yes, this all sounds very intimidating, right? Like, where do I start building these relationships? This can sound especially intimidating if you feel like you're starting from pretty much zero in a new field or a new community. But just like anything else in your life, the key to success is going to be starting with a strategy and a plan, not just going out and randomly asking everyone to be your friend. So in order to be successful in accessing the hidden job market, the place to start is with a plan. The bare minimum here is to write 3 things down. start a list, put 3 columns. The headings of your columns are going to be who, why, and when. Who would you like to contact? Why would you like to contact them? And when was your last point of contact with this person? Relationships should be mutually beneficial, so really move away from that transactional feel. The point of having this list is to be intentional and clear about who you want to have those relationships with and why. The reason we're tracking when is because we want to keep on top of things. We can't be in touch with one person, not reach out for 5 years, and still expect them to have kind of a stake in our overall career. Okay, cool. So you've got your list, you've got like 3 columns, but you're like, but they're blank. I have no names on this list. I'm going to walk you through where to start, okay? You can start with people you already know, even if you've lost contact with them over the years. You can even reach out to a former classmate or manager, someone you've had a relationship with in the past, and say, hey, I'd like to reconnect and get engaged in what's going on in their career. Consider reaching out to family members, friends, colleagues, or professors that might be valuable additions to your list of key relationships. This does not mean sending a one-size-fits-all email to these people. What we want to do is create meaningful connection, so be like human about it. Tailor a unique message for each person that you're reaching out to. Let them know exactly why you're reaching out to them, how they might add value to your career, and likewise, how you might bring value to them as well. You can do this by sending an email or a LinkedIn message. Make sure in that when column, you're capturing your last point of contact with that person. As a professional, you probably already belong to some sort of association. I think the Association of Professional Engineers, the Chartered Professionals in Human Resources. There's associations and groups for almost any sort of profession. This is a great way to connect with people in your field and build some relationships that connect you to potential future short-term or long-term opportunities. So do some research on your field of expertise. Go online, run some searches, and check out what's going on LinkedIn. See what you can find. Joining a group like this in itself could lead to you accessing jobs that aren't widely advertised. If you go further and try to connect with individuals inside of that group who perhaps you share a common professional interest with, that's going to open up potentially even more opportunities for you. Do cold outreach. So we're going to work on building relationships by reaching out to strangers. How uncomfortable is that? The reality is not all employers actually expect you to apply online for a job. Focusing exclusively on job boards and job board postings is really problematic and honestly very limiting in terms of all the opportunities that are actually available. Ideally, you would be connected to the hiring managers that you're interested in inside of some companies, so they know who you are, a little bit about your background and experience, and how you might be able to help them fill a future vacancy, potentially before it is even posted. The place to start here is with research and with a clear plan. Identify a few companies that you would like to target for your job search and connect with decision makers and hiring managers in those companies. Okay, basically what I'm saying here is use your social media stalking skills for good. We know you can go on Instagram and find out what your ex from 5 years was up to. If you can do that, you can surely go on LinkedIn and do like a little bit of creeping and use like those sleuthing skills for a more positive and productive thing. That's what we're getting at here. You've got those skills. We know you do. You can research anything online. Take those social media sleuthing skills and apply them to something more productive, like finding key decision makers in these companies. Use your cold outreach approach with the decision makers inside the organizations. It's not going to work every single time. And yes, you're going to come up with some unanswered messages, but the idea here is to at least give it a try. Start reaching out. Some people will get back to you and some people won't. Before you start doing any sort of cold outreach, you want to make sure that you're showing up in a really positive way online. So a good place to start with this is by making sure that you've got an all-star LinkedIn profile. I made an entire video on how to create an all-star LinkedIn profile, and I will link to that in the description. You'll also like my video on what to post on LinkedIn, and I will link that here also. Cold outreach can absolutely be intimidating. What is holding you back from reaching out to strangers? Leave a note in the comments. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Make sure you check out my sample cold outreach message, and that is linked in the description. And that's how to find the hidden job market. The key to unlocking the hidden job market and all its potential: people. Okay, what happened with D? He graduated from his MBA program in a new country, and he arrived with no professional network, yet he landed a job without ever having to apply online. Here's exactly how he did it. Throughout his MBA program, there were networking sessions. In every single networking session, D was intentional, connected with the person in the community, and then sent them a connection request on LinkedIn with a customized message to start to build that relationship and his visibility. He had a clear value proposition on his LinkedIn profile, so it was really, really obvious to other people what he did and what value he could bring. He also posted regularly on LinkedIn, and all of his posts were aligned with his brand proposition and his field of work. All of this was in his favor, just building his credibility and his employability and his relationships inside a completely new community. His efforts totally paid off in the long run. Before he graduated from his program, he was hired and had that job. Hidden job market unlocked. Subscribe if you found this video helpful. This is the career channel for professionals who value diversity and inclusion. Thanks for watching. Peace out.